So good afternoon to all of you. Today we are going to revise structure of flower. Okay, this all of you have already studied, so I expect answer from you. Along with that, we will revise whatever we studied earlier. Okay, so first of all, first question to all of you, please give your answer in the chat box. What do you understand by the word reproduction? What do you understand by the word reproduction? Reproduction. What do you understand by the word reproduction? Okay, the word itself explains the meaning. Anyone of you want to write down, please? Yes, Shardul Bhatkar has given correct answer. Producing young ones, that is known as reproduction. Producing young ones means producing young ones of we will find same kind. That is known as the reproduction. For example, you know that cat gives birth to kitten, dog gives birth to puppies, lion gives birth to cub. Okay, mango tree is there, it will produce the mango seeds and it will grow their mango seeds, it will get proper conditions, air, water, warmth, it will grow up into a mango tree. It is not that cat gives birth to puppies. Is it happening? No. So producing the young ones of the same kind, okay, it is known as reproduction. Now the word itself also explains meaning. What is the meaning hidden in this word? Production, producing young ones of the same kind. Reproduction, okay, again producing again and again. Now, why this reproduction is very important? It is one of the most important process. What is the reason? Why it is one of the most important process? Why do you think it is important? Yes. Now, just think that if reproduction stops in human beings, what will happen? What will happen? Whether our species will survive on this earth? Then no. Isn't it? So it is very important for the survival of species. Okay, so that's why it is one of the most important processes. So yes, no human beings will be there. Chaitanya Vyas is writing. Very good. If living beings do not reproduce, we will be extinct. We will be no more. Okay, so you know that there are many extinct species. Okay, dinosaurs. We will find once upon a time, they were on the earth, but now they are extinct. Isn't it? We will be just like that. If we will not reproduce, our species will become extinct species. Okay, will be no more on the earth. Isn't it? So here we will find that's why this reproduction is one of the most important process. Okay, now in plants, what is the reproductive part? In plants, we studied about the different parts of the plant, roots, stems, branches, leaves. What is the reproductive part in the plants? Yes. What is the most attractive part in the plant? Yes, Chaitanya Vyas has given very correct answer. Good Chaitanya. First answer given by Chaitanya Vyas. After that, realize flowers are the reproductive part of the plants. Okay, so today we are going to study about structure of flower that is included in your syllabus, that is syllabus of grade 6. Now you all know that lot of energy is plant, we will find that it is involved in making the flower attractive. Okay, you might have seen some flowers, they are very, very attractive. Some with lot of fragrance. What's the reason? What is the reason? That flowers are very much attractive and some flowers we will find they are having fragrance too, isn't it? You know that you can see, we all like to see the flowers. The reason is that to attract the insects. Okay, because they help the plant in pollination. Okay, that we are going to study. Now the different parts of the plant. So it's clear that flower is the reproductive part of the plant, and reproduction is very much important to continue the existence of the species on the earth. Now we will find the flower is having a stalk. The flower is, yes, Shardul has given very good example of flower with fragrance. I like that flower very much. Okay, Shardul, your example is very good. We will find that is mogra. It's well known for its fragrance. Okay, so we will find that the flower is having a stalk-like structure. So we already studied, we are realizing, I expect answer from you. What do we call this stalk-like structure? Which exposes the flower. Okay. So what is that stalk-like structure? That is known as, write down in the chat box. Rose, example, Samruddhi given, rose, very good. Lily, Santosh has given example. Yes. So what is that? Stalk-like structure, it is known as pedicel. Yes, Elias has given very correct answer. The stalk-like structure of the flower is pedicel that exposes the flower. Okay, that exposes the flower to for agents of pollination like birds, insects. Okay, you might have seen the flower. It is seen very clearly. What is the reason? The pedicel, it exposes the flower so that agents of pollination can reach the flower very easily. Okay, now we will find just at the top of the flower there is swollen structure. There is a swollen structure. As we are realizing, yes, I expect answer from you. What is that swollen structure? What is that swollen structure? Just at the top of the flower, swollen structure. Yes, Elias has given very correct answer. Anurag Tripathi has given very correct answer. That is thalamus. Okay, now this is the swollen structure at the tip of the pedicel. Now this thalamus, it holds all other parts of the flower. What is the function of the thalamus? It protects the flower at birth stage. Protects flower at birth stage. Birth stage. All the parts of the flower, they are inside the bud. Okay, it gets protection due to this thalamus. At the same time, we will find it is being green in color. It will also carry out photosynthesis. Okay, now we will find the leaf-like structures. Leaf-like structures form the first hole of the flower. These are the members of this hole, the leaf-like structure. What do we call? Yes, Anurag Tripathi has given very correct answer. It is sepal. Okay, it is sepal, and you know that this hole means when the members of the hole are arranged in the ring-like structure. Now you know that the sepals, they are arranged in the ring-like manner. So this is the hole. What do we call that hole? Members are sepal. Now the hole, the sepals are arranged in the ring-like manner. So what do we call that hole? Yes, I expect answer from you. The hole is called. Nobody has given answer till now. Yes, Elias. Yes, Elias has given very correct answer. Elias has given very correct answer. It is calyx. This is the whole of the flower. Whole of the flower I have already told you. Means the members, they are arranged in the ring-like circular. Okay, so this is the calyx, which is the first hole of the flower. Just above the calyx, we will find there are attractive part of the flower is there, and I expect answer from you. Already studied. What is that? What is that attractive part of the flower? Sometimes it is having fragrance also. Elias has given very correct answer. that is petal. That is petal. So we will find this petal are also arranged in the circular manner. I expect answer from you already we studied. So we are revising. So I expect answer from you. What is that hole? What is that hole? Petal is also they are arranged in a circular manner in a ring-like way. The hole after the calyx. Shardu has your very correct answer. And Eliza given very correct answer, that is known as corolla. So calyx, corolla. Okay, so this is the typical flower, and we will find calyx, corolla. The next hole is we will find there is a stalk-like structure with a stage-like structure at the top and a swollen basal structure. What do we call this hole? What do we call this hole? A stage-like structure is at the top, a stalk-like structure connecting to this stage-like structure, and it is swollen at the base. And inside that, we will find there are ovules. What do we call this structure? It is called, actually, it is called carpel. It is called carpel, and the whole it is called carpel. Okay, carpel or pistil. It consists of a stage-like structure at the top known as stigma. Then basal solar structure is there known as ovary. Inside the ovary there are ovules. This is the female part of the flower. This is the female part of the flower. Okay. So it will produce female reproductive cell. Okay. That is egg. Okay. It will produce female reproductive cell. This is the female part of the flower, the members of which are known as carpel or pistil. It is having a stage-like stigma, style, tube-like style connecting to the stigma, and the base of the style, a swollen structure known as ovary. Inside the ovary there are ovules. Okay, so this is, what do we call this hole? This hole where we find here I don't know one, but some many are there and arranged in circular manner. What do we call that hole of these female reproductive parts? What do we call that hole? That hole it is known as gynoecium. It is the hole is called gynoecium. Okay, this is the female reproductive hole of the flower. The members of this hole gynoecium are called carpel or pistil. Each carpel or pistil consists of a stage-like stigma, tube-like style connecting to the stigma, and the base there is a swollen structure known as ovary. Inside the ovary there are ovules. Okay, now we will find there are the structures like this with the stalk and the ball-like structure and the tip. We already studied that. What do we call that? What do we call that? What do we call that? There are the structures like this with a stalk and a ball-like structure and the tip of that. Yes, that are stamen. That are stamen. Very correct. Now, stamen, carpel is the female part of the flower. Then stamen it is what part of the flower? It is male or female? It is male or female part of the flower stamen? Stamen it is the male part of the flower. It is the male part of the flower. Each stamen it consists of filament, tube-like, connected with a sac-like anther. This is the connective inside the anther there are pollen grains. Sorry, there are pollen grains. Pollen grains, these are the male reproductive cells. These are the male reproductive gamete of the plant. And here these are the different parts of stemming, that is filament, connective, anther. Inside the anther there are pollen grain. And what do we call this pole? As we already studied, I expect answer from you. What do we call this pole? Carbon crystal hole, we call it as a gynoecium. What do we call this hole? This hole, what do we call? Androecium. Very correct. This is androecium. Who has given answer? Let me read the name. Elias has given very correct answer. It is androecium. So it is quite clear. The typical flower we will find most of the flowers: pedicel, thalamus, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Calyx, it consists of the whole members, sepals, corolla, petals, and androecium, filament, collective anther. Okay, pollen grains, gynoecium, stigma, style, ovary. Inside the ovary, female reproductive cells, ovules. So these are the different parts of the flower we already studied. Okay, revision is going on, so I asked you, and most of the answers are given by you. Okay, now now tell me, this is which part I am writing here? Which is this part? Which is this part of the flower? Yes, write down. Which one is this part? Write down in the chat box. Which one is this one? This as a whole? Yes. This is the pistil. Very correct. Pistil or carpel, female part of the flower. Okay. Now this one. This one, which part? Which part of the flower? Write down the answer in the chat. Carpel, you have written correct. Yes, Eliza has written very correct. Stemming. Okay, inside this, you will find what are there inside this. This is the main part of the flower. What are there? This one, pollen grain. This one, write down the answer, anther, very correct. And this one, write down the answer in chat box. Janvi has written pollen grain. This one I am asking, this one, stalk. Yes, Eliza has written first correct answer, filament. Okay. Now here the male reproductive cells are this pollen grain. Now this one what we call? This one we call stigma. Okay. Connected with the stigma, the pipe-like structure, tube-like structure, what do we call? Connected with the stigma, the tube-like structure, what do we call? Style. Yes. Very good. Here this column structure at the base of the style, what do we call? What do we call? What do we call that? Ovary. Very correct, Anurag. And inside the ovary, the female reproductive cells are there. What do we call that? What do we call? That are known as ovules. Janvi has written very correct. Okay. Now, you know that the transfer of this pollen grain from anther to the stigma, from anther to the stigma, from this anther to the stigma, it is known as pollination. What do we call that? Pollination. The transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the same flower or another flower of the same species on different plant, it is known as pollination. Okay, so you know that this we will find now this transfer of the pollen grain from anther to the stigma will be carried out by some agents. Like postman, suppose I write letter to my mother. Suppose she is at Delhi. Now postman will carry the letter to my mother. In the same manner, here some agents of pollination are there. They are carrying this pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the same flower or another flower on the another plant of the same species. Okay, so that is known as pollination. That work will be carried out by agents of pollination. So, agents, as we already discussed, agents of pollination means it may be carried out by wind, it may be carried out by insect, it may be carried out by mammals like bat, rats, human beings. Okay, it may be carried out by water, it may be carried out by birds. So we will find these are known as the agents of pollination which carry out this work of transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the same flower or the another flower of the same species on the different plant. Okay, so agents of pollination are doing work. So pollination, it is clear to you that it is the transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma. Suppose it is to the same flower. Suppose it is to the same flower. Suppose there is the flower which is having male and female reproductive part, bisexual flower. Having the male and female reproductive part on the same flower. Bisexual flower is there. Now this is the pericyle, thalamus, calyx, corolla. Then this is carpel, and these are the stamens. These are the stamens. Now, suppose there is transfer of pollen grain from the stamen to the stigma of the same flower. Transfer of pollen grain, transfer of pollen grain from stamen to the stigma of the same flower. What do we call such pollination? We already studied. What do we call such pollination? What do we call such pollination? Anurag Patel has given very correct answer. It is known as self-pollination. It is called self-pollination. And so here we will find bisexual flower. The male and female part is present in same flower only. Okay, so self-pollination is possible. But there are certain flowers which are unisexual. Unisexual means they have either male or female part. For example, in papaya. So we will find in such flower, suppose transfer of pollen grains takes place from one flower to another flower. from one flower to another flower. Suppose it takes place from one flower to another flower, then what do we call it? Another flower or the another plant. So what do we call it? Transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the another flower or the another plant. It is called cross pollination. It is called cross pollination. So two types of pollination are there: self pollination and cross pollination. Okay. Now, who is carrying out this work of transferring the pollen grain from anther to the stigma? Either it may be a same flower or a different flower. Who is carrying that work? Write the answer in the chat box. Who is carrying that work? That work is carried out by agents of pollination. That work is carried out by agents of pollination. What are the different agents of pollination? What are the different agents of pollination? Yes, just now I told you, write down in the chat box. What are the different agents of pollination? Write down in the chat box. Yes, Elijah has written, very correct. Insects, mammals, birds, insects, mammals, okay, water, wind, all these are the different agents of pollination. They are doing the work of carrying the pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of the another flower. For example, you might have seen which is the smallest bird, which is the general knowledge question. Which is the smallest bird? Which is the smallest bird? Smallest bird is general knowledge question. Hummingbird. Elijah has written very correct. You might have seen such birds which hover at one place. You know that, and you will find this small birds often visits flower. Why do they visit flower? It is symbiotic association where both the partners are getting benefit. They visit the flower to suck the nectar of the flower. So they get food. At the same time, the purpose of the flower is also solved. What is that purpose? That purpose is the transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the another flower. That is pollination. So when this flower, they visit the flower, they suck the nectar, you know that the pollen grains, they stuck to their body part. They stick to their body parts. And when these birds, they visit another flower, then these pollen grain from their body parts stick to the stigma of the another flower. Stigma of the pistil, another flower. So transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma takes place. With such birds also. So it is symbiotic association, mutualism, in which both the partners are getting benefited. Okay, so we will find such insects are also there. You might have seen bees, insects, they are visiting the flower. Butterflies, they are visiting the flower to suck the nectar. So what work they are carrying out? They are carrying out the work of transferring the pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the another flower. Okay, so they are, at the same time they suck the nectar. Both are benefited. That is, plant is benefited as well as that insects are also benefited. Then mammals like bat, rodents like rat, all these, they are playing an important role in pollination. As well as for the plants which are growing in coastal area, water is carrying out work. And wind, whenever wind blows, some flowers, they are pollinated by that, isn't it? Some flowers, we will find that they don't waste their energy becoming attractive because they don't have to attract any insects or bird. So these flower, the winds can blow, the pollen grains they get transferred from anthers to the stigma of another flower. Okay. So tomorrow we will study about that. Now your maths period is there. So I will stop here. Please read that. Tomorrow we will continue with the topic agents of pollination, and we are also going to study about fertilization. Okay, how fertilization takes place and how these ovule convert into seeds, ovary convert into fruit. Okay, and then we will grow these seeds when it will get the proper environmental condition, air, water, warm temperature, soil, it grows into new plant, and the continuity of species is ensured. Okay, that we are going to discuss tomorrow. So today just we have seen the different parts of the flower. Okay, so thank you very much. I will stop here.